evening or good afternoon. My name is Madison Moon, and tonight I'm going to be showing you some new tarot decks that I got, so I'm super excited. I love tarot. I pull a card for myself every day, so I have a bad habit of getting a lot of decks, so I think I'm up to like 5 now, maybe 6. Who knows? But yeah, I ordered some new decks and I wanted to share them with you. So let's get started. And I will be doing some tracing too. So we'll be I'm not going to do a reading or anything. I'm just going to kind of go through and do some tracing and just show you the cards, a couple of the cards. So let's get started. So first up, I have this Layla and Olive tarot deck. So if you can see, it's really pretty. It's got like a vintage artsy look that I really like. It's like simple but also delicate. I had to put on fake nails because I do not have any nails. I had some acrylic nails on and I took those off, which completely ruined my nails. So I had to put on new nails. So they're fake though. I wish my nails looked like this. So this is an indie tarot deck. I have a couple like mainstream ones, but I found this, I don't remember where, maybe Instagram, I'm not sure. It comes with this little info sheet. So it's got like these little, almost like one-line poems for each of the meanings, so for the major arcana and the minor arcana. So I'll read a couple. So we'll start with the Wands suit. So the Ace of Wands, sprawling growth lurks among sullen truths. Push through the soil, set out and take root. The Ace of Cups, blooms of love, sunlit and sudden, from the window to the hillside, budding. So they're just like one sentence or two for each of them. This is more of an intuitive tarot deck, so if you're not familiar with tarot and their meanings and the cards, I definitely wouldn't get this deck, but if you want to appreciate the art, it is gorgeous, but it's more intuitive. I'd say it's more for an advanced tarot reader, so if you're familiar with the meanings of the tarot cards and everything, definitely get this deck. It's beautiful if you like the art, of course. So the deck itself, and I just love this box. I love tapping on boxes, oh my goodness. I would like to make a video completely dedicated to boxes. If you can see, the inside has this really neat design. I mean, just so much detail goes into these decks. They do make some other things too, so if you like their art, they also have other stuff. Now, my absolute favorite thing about this deck has to be the gilded edges. If you can see, they are gold. I don't know why. There we go. See, they're shiny and gold and sparkly. I just love it. I love it. So on the covers of the decks is this snake. I actually really hate snakes. It's one of like my only fears are snakes, so I'm surprised I liked this deck because every card has a snake on it, but I love the art of it, so I can get past the snake. So okay, so I don't know if I shuffle these. I think I did shuffle them. Okay, so I just want to kind of pick a couple ones out of the deck and do some tracing for you. Hopefully you find that relaxing. Okay, so the first card is three. I think it's the Three of Wands. They also have Roman numerals on them, and I cannot read Roman numerals. I've tried to learn them, and I'm gonna learn them because I need it to learn this deck, but oh gosh, I have to look now. I'm sorry. It's gonna drive me crazy. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, the Nine of Wands. Now this is important and it proves my point of why you need to be able to read tarot intuitively, because not only are they in Roman numerals, I would have assumed, since there's 3 flowers, that it would have been the Three of Wands, but no, it is the Nine of Wands. So I'll show you this up close. So I just really love the artwork. It's really beautiful. Most of it is botanical, so there are some skeletons and stuff in there. There's a few spines, I think, and a skeleton of a snake and stuff on the cards, but mostly it's all botanical, which I really like. So I don't know what kind of flower this is. But it's pretty. It's got little white leaves. Long stems, a lot of little leaves on the side. And some roots. So you can see the roots here. And then it's got on the outside some sticks. Sticks, 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 sticks. So yeah, Nine of Wands. Alright, next is the Hanged Man. Okay, I know this one. So here we have some drying flowers hanging from a branch. Branch, 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 branch. So we have this little branch here, and they're hanging. We have the sticks here again. Okay, Hanged Man. We have the, I believe, 10. Yeah, the 10 of Pentacles. I actually guessed it right that time. I'm very proud of myself. So we have some more flowers here. But Also, I don't know what the things on top are. I have no clue. Maybe some kind of root vegetable or something. I'm not sure. Another really neat thing about these cards is, I don't know if you noticed, but they are tea stained. So it looks like aged paper, but they are literally tea, like, you know, when you drink tea, tea stained. So I think that's also really drew me to the cards. So we have these leaves hanging down, little, I guess, roots. They kind of look like carrots to me, but like special carrots because they have different colors on them. And then we have more of the flowers here. So yeah, love it. Okay, next we have the Two of Swords. I only know like literally Roman numeral 1, 2, or 3 because it's very easy to see, as you can tell. 2. So 2 of Swords. But this one makes sense because there's 2 flowers and 2 swords. I feel like you can definitely tell that this is a swords card too because there's thorns on it. And I feel like that is a good symbol for swords. But these look like 2 roses. I'm not the biggest rose fan. I like them and I actually love the smell of roses, but they are a little cliche. So I'd have to say that my favorite flower is probably an orchid. I love orchids, although impossible to take care of. I don't know if any of you have any clue how to take care of an orchid. I have tried to figure out how to take care of an orchid, and I swear I kill them every time. And the interesting thing is that one day they're perfectly fine, and the next day dead, just dead. They're so temperamental, but they are beautiful. I like lilies too. They're really pretty. I love flowers. I think that's why I like this deck, because it's botanical. So. Thorn. So yeah, 2 of Swords. Okay, next. Okay, this is, not a bummer, but it is the Death card. There we go. But this is really beautiful. It's got these, what I believe to be antlers hanging down with the feathers hanging off of them. It reminds me of something Native American, possibly. But then it's got the flowers up top. And I just think it's a really pretty card. It doesn't feel scary at all, I think a lot of people, when they, especially in movies, and I may have talked about this in my last tarot video, but when people get the Death card in movies, they're like, oh my god, I'm gonna die, or like someone you know is gonna die, and that's not, in actual tarot reading, that is not what the Death card is about at all. It's actually just about something, a big change. After death comes life. So the Death card I'm not afraid of. The one card I am very afraid of is the 3 of Swords and the Tower. The Tower is terrifying. The Tower should really be the Death card, I feel like. But yeah, the Death card is just a change, a needed change, and it can be good or bad. It's not like definitely bad or anything. But it just signifies a change, and like I said, after death comes life, so. please forgive me if I've said it wrong, but I will link, if you're interested in that deck, I will put it in the description below so you can buy it. I love that it's an indie deck and that I'm supporting an artist, so if you like it, please buy it. Not sponsors or anything. I have like 50 subscribers, so I'm not getting sponsorship. If you're curious, I believe they just came out with another tarot deck, so it looks really beautiful. This is the Ophidia Rosa tarot deck. Ophidia Rosa. You'll know because it's black and has the snake on it, so. They make some really cool postcards and oracle decks and some other stuff, so yeah, really cool. My next tarot deck is, you might recognize this one if you watch GB ASMR, which she's actually one of the OGs. I think everybody knows who GB is, but she recently did a video on this tarot deck. It's the Tarot of the Divine deck, and it's by another indie artist named Yoshitana. And I saw it, I watched her whole video of that, and I just fell in love and I had to buy it. And I immediately got on my computer and went to buy it, and it was a pre-order, so I'm guessing her video probably spiked some sales for them, so good for them. This is a really beautiful deck. Each card is from like, it signifies a story from around the world, so it's really, really neat, and it encompasses every culture, which I think is absolutely beautiful. And I've already learned stories I've never heard before from different places, so that's really, really neat. And also that this is a really nice box too. I'm a big fan of boxes, and both of these have super nice, lovely to tap on boxes, so. But yeah, this is a gorgeous deck. It's got the beautiful edges around here too, with the moon on the side and in the back. So it's gorgeous. Let's see. So it actually opens differently than the other one. It opens kind of like a book, and it actually does have a little book in here. So this is like a quick reference book. So it's just a little booklet, and it will tell you kind of a quick reference of what the card is, what the origin is of the story and the picture portrayed, and it also tell you what the meaning is. So this is also really helpful if you're new to tarot, if you're not familiar with the meanings. I've been pulling a card for myself, like I said, every day, and I still sometimes don't know what they mean. I have my OG tarot deck that's always with me, which I showed in my last tarot reading video. Not reading, but just going through some cards. That's the one that's in my purse at all times, and I still sometimes struggle, but in those moments that I get nervous and start to overthink that I don't know what it means, I just use my intuition, and I feel like intuition is really powerful, and it always comes through and helps me read the cards because it's what's important to me. You know, if you pull a card for yourself and you read it as something, like you look at it and you say, okay, this is what I think it means, then that's what it means. That's your intuition telling you that that's what it means for you personally. So I try really hard not to get too caught up on the real meanings of tarot, because reading it intuitively is much more important. It is good to have the foundations down, but it's also kind of a well-balanced reading of your intuition and the foundations of tarot. So if you can find a nice balance of those, then good. So anyway, enough about that. Okay, so the deck itself has this really beautiful little string, so it pops the deck out. I'm gonna drop it on the floor if I do that, so I'm gonna put this down for a second. So this doesn't have gilded edges, but I love the colors on this. My favorite colors like turquoisey blue, minty, seafoam colors. So this really speaks to me. I also like purple, but yeah, I really like the moon phases on the outside. So I recently got a moon tattoo on my arm. So hopefully when it warms up again, I'll wear a short sleeve shirt so I can actually show my tattoo. So I have a few tattoos. So okay, I don't think I shuffled these ones, so I'm just gonna do a quick little shuffle here. I think when I first got it, I just wanted to look through it really bad. I got really excited. It's okay, whatever. It might not be shuffled, but that's okay. Okay, so first up is the Five of Cups. I just love the artwork. I think it's so unique and just absolutely beautiful. So here we see Here we see a crying woman. This looks like she's standing in a river or on a beach. But she's definitely upset. And you can see the Five of Cups here. These cards, I wonder if you can hear the difference. They have they're a little textured, like barely textured, but a little like softly bumpy. So I wonder if you can hear that, like the difference between the two. Five of Cups. We got the moon up here. Beautiful decorative border. Do you guys feel like you have an element, like earth, air, water, fire? Water is always and forever my element, even though technically my zodiac sign is Aquarius, which is an air sign. I've always wanted to be around bodies of water, and I just feel I connect with water. So the Cups suit in tarot always speaks to me because it's very much centered around water, and water is known for its emotional values, and it's directly tied to emotions and things like that. So alright, next up is the Four of Cups. So yeah, I didn't shuffle these very well, I'm so sorry, but at least you get a taste of the artwork. I wonder if you recognize the stories. If you do recognize the artwork and connect the story to it from around the world, please comment below and I will let you know if you're right in the comments, because I'll show you in just a minute. I actually have the book of all of the stories that are tied to the cards, so all 78 stories, which I had to get it. I couldn't just get the deck and not get the book. So I will show you that, and so I do know if the story is right. So if you have a guess, please put it in the comment below of what this one means, or the Five of Cups, because I would love to see and tell you if you're right or wrong. So, but yeah, this is really gorgeous. A little bird here in the background in the window, and they're perched on a cup. You have some really beautiful, what do you call them? I don't want to call them cups, but dishware. I don't know. But they have like bird design on them too. Definitely royal. So since I brought up the book, I feel like I have to show you now. Okay, so since I talked about the book, I have to show you the book. So Beneath the Moon is the fairy tales, myths, and divine stories from around the world. Yoshitona. So this has each card's story in it, and so I've been reading like a story a night because they're only one page, and I just think that they're really neat. I'm gonna flip to a random one and show you. Oh, well, I don't want to show you this one because then you'll guess. Okay, so the story of Tamlin. So you can see is one of the cards. And in the book, it doesn't tell you what card it's tied to, which is kind of neat because if you just had this book, you don't have to feel like you had to get the deck of cards too. You could actually just use this as like a, you know, a normal storybook. So I love that I can use this as just a beautiful storybook to have on my shelf. So this is a Scottish fairy tale from Scotland. So I'll read it to you, it's pretty short. There once was a girl named Janet who used to take a shortcut through the woods of a deserted estate. One evening, while taking the shortcut, she met a man so beautiful and dressed so grandly, she thought he was a fairy prince. They started talking and then flirting all through the night, and Janet went home very well pleased. But a few months later, she realized she was pregnant. Her family told her she had only a couple of options to get rid of the baby or to get married. Janet ignored this and went in search of the father of her child. Finding him in the same forest, Janet confronted him. He told her his name was Tamlin, and that he wasn't a fairy but had owned the estate before being captured by the Fae. Upon further inquiry, Tamlin said he could be freed, but only if Janet grabbed him off his horse and didn't let him go. Janet agreed, and the next night she waited and watched as the fairy royal procession passed. She saw many beautiful courtiers, and the fairy queen who had trapped Tamlin, and finally Tamlin himself. Leaping from her hiding place, Janet grabbed Tamlin and held him tight. The fairy queen laughed and proceeded to transform Tamlin into every animal imaginable, and even a few that were never before seen by Janet. One was Amit, a creature that was part lion, part hippopotamus, and part crocodile who ate impure hearts. After hours of this, and just as Janet didn't think she could hold on any longer, the dawn rose, the Fae vanished, and the spell was broken. Janet let go of Tamlin, human and free again, and the two soon wed and had many more children in Tamlin's restored estate. So, if you can see from the picture, you can see her wrestling the crocodile lion thing. She reminds me of the girl from Brave, if you've ever seen that movie, the Disney movie. So, yeah, really neat book. Back to the deck. So next is the Three of Cups. So it looks like we have three, I think, princesses. Looks like they're partying, so good for them. It's probably gonna be like a cautionary tale of like, don't party or like list of rules or something. I don't know. I'm nowhere close to finishing the stories, but no disrespect if anyone does know what this means, but once again, in the comments, please let me know if you can determine what story this is based on. That the wind just picked up. I hope that's not disturbing you. I'm sorry if that's too loud. It's really loud. Okay, so three gorgeous princesses. I believe they're Indian. So that's flowers in her hair. It looks like they're dancing and drinking. It looks like they're standing in a pond with some lily pads. So, alright, next is the Two of Cups. This is just beautiful. I don't know what story this one is either. But you see two men, I believe. Friends or lovers, who knows? If you know the story, please do comment below. But one is clearly not all man. He's got some, he's like a centaur or something, I'm guessing. But I like this card. So the Two of Cups traditionally signifies a union of some sort. It can be a friendship, a love interest, anything, but it really means like a happy, harmonious union. It can even be, ideas coming to get to fruition together, or a plan seamlessly working out. Two of Cups. So we have the 2 cups here, as you can see. Some flowers up here, or maybe olive trees. They kind of look like olive trees. Beautiful. Okay, well, I keep pulling. I didn't shuffle, so. Oh, this is beautiful too. This is a good one to end on. The World. The World is a classic, happy tarot card. Is everything coming to be, everything. This is the final part of the tarot journey. So, the World. This is very happy. These definitely, I would say, lovers, siblings, or lovers. I'm just kidding. Probably lovers. I would probably place money on that. Oh Lord. Okay. But yeah, it looks like I think they're Hawaiian, I believe. So I think this one's just this. There's so much joy in this one. There's a beautiful night sky with a little sunset and these lovely flowers hanging all around the border. And it looks like they're dancing on pears. Or peanuts. They look like pears or peanuts. Maybe you can tell me what they look like to you. I don't know what that is. Pears or peanuts, somebody tell me. That might be a good clue to figure out what the story is, but they seem to be dancing, enjoying the night, and just being in love. So, if that seems familiar from your childhood or a story that you've heard, let me know in the comments, because I'm very curious to see if these stories are really like as popular around the world and here in America, if I just don't know the stories because I wasn't from other places. So scratching. To show you this evening. I hope you enjoyed this video. I was excited to show off my newest tarot decks, so I imagine by the time I'm very old I will have to have like a room specifically for tarot decks. So I love them so much, and they've really changed my everyday in kind of figuring out what my focus should be on for the day, or what I should reflect on for the day, so depending on when I pull it. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will link both of the tarot decks in the description box below if you're interested in purchasing them. I'm not a sponsor, like I said. I just wanted to share with you where to get them if you're interested. So other than that, wear a mask over your nose, please, and